From 11:59 Sunday the 1st of November, the following changes will occur. The 4 reasons to leave home will be removed. A maximum of 2 people plus dependents once a day will be able to visit homes. Not a bubble, not an exclusive arrangement, but essentially one family, 2 adults and children, to your home once a day. No more often than that. The following will be open subject to conditions from midnight the 1st of November. Retail will open back up. Hospitality, a maximum of 20 people inside and 50 people outside, will reopen. Beauty and personal services will return. Contact sport for under 18-year-olds and non-contact for adults will recommence. A maximum of 20 people will be allowed for outdoor religious gatherings. A maximum of 10 people will be allowed at weddings and a maximum of 20 mourners at funerals. Outdoor seated entertainment can host a maximum of 50 people or 25% of the venue's fixed seat capacity. That is all Metro Melbourne today and in 2 weeks. I'm going to come back to the intervening weekend in just a moment. Now to move to regional Victoria, where numbers are lower and regional Victorians, again, every regional Victorian, just like every Melburnian, but every regional Victorian can be proud that we've got the numbers low, we've opened up quite substantially and we've kept those numbers low. And that should be a point of pride for every regional Victorian. And if you look at Kilmore, you look at Shepparton, the numbers of people who've come out and queued, some of them for hours, to get tested as part of our public health response to keep their family and every family safe, it is a deeply, deeply impressive thing. And I thank them sincerely. From 11:59 tonight, 2 people plus dependents are allowed into the home. So that arrangement I just spoke about for Melbourne in a couple of weeks, that comes on. The bubble is gone. You can have as many different families visit you, but they can only be 2 adults and dependents at a time per day. Other changes with conditions, of course. Hospitality venues can increase their capacity to 70 people outside and 40 people inside, 4 groups of 10 instead of 2 groups of 10. Outdoor religious gatherings will increase to 20 people. Indoor pools are open for 18 and under, a maximum of 20 swimmers, and one-on-one hydrotherapy with health professionals will also be allowed. Libraries, toy libraries, they'll open again, a maximum of 20 people. Households can visit a care facility rather than one person at a time. From 11:59 p.m. Sunday the 1st of November, non-contact indoor physical recreation for under 18-year-olds, for instance dance classes, will be allowed again with a maximum of 20 people. Non-contact indoor community sport for under 18-year-olds with limits on spectators, that will be allowed again also. Can I now just quickly go to fire and flood preparedness, and then I want to say a little bit about next weekend, so the weekend between now and the 1st of November. If you live in regional Victoria, you can travel, if you have a property in regional Victoria and you want to travel to that property and you're in Metropolitan Melbourne, to make it ready for either flood or fire, the usual activity that goes on each October, November every year, there will be a process in consultation with your local council from Wednesday next week to go and do those important works. It will be upon the issuance by your council of a fire prevention notice that legally requires you to go and do that work. This is not an invitation to go and have a couple of days in regional Victoria and essentially move into regional Victoria without due reason. It is where you have a fire prevention notice. That letter of support from your council will also, there will also be very clear instructions from both the Chief Health Officer and from Victoria Police that the restrictions that apply, the rules that apply in Melbourne will travel with you when you go to your fire-prone second property, second residence, whatever it might be, to make the necessary, do the necessary work, whether that be around flood, because we do have, the Bureau is forecasting significant rainfall activity throughout the next couple of months, or to make your property as fire safe as possible. I don't propose to go through much more detail about that. We will push out all of that information so that people have got that detail well ahead of Wednesday. But this has been an issue that's been raised consistently. We've listened, we've got a framework around it, but I stress again, it is not an invitation for people who really don't have fire clean-up to do or flood preparedness to do, to use this as an opportunity to travel to regional Victoria.